Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alison, the online piano and violin tutor. I want to talk to you today about 6 things that you need to be able to play the violin. So that's the 6 kind of main things or accessories or whatever it is that you need to start playing the violin. So a lot of you want to start playing the violin. Now, a lot of you watching this video probably already play the violin anyway, but if you've kind of stumbled across this video and you're someone who's maybe thinking that you want to play the violin, and you're sort of thinking to yourself, like, you know, what do I need? Obviously I need a violin, but is there anything else I need to get started? What I don't want to do is, you know, get a violin in and then suddenly find out that I need a load of other things, and then I've got to spend time ordering that and finding out what I need and then doing research into that and all this, that and the other. So I just wanted to go through the 6 main things that I think that someone needs to get themselves started on the violin. Now this list doesn't end at 6, or it isn't kind of exhaustive by any means. There are more things that you can get, but I just want to go through the main things that you need so that once you've got those 6 items, nothing is stopping you from learning from this point. Anything else is just kind of added extras. So obviously, number 1, the first thing you're going to need is a violin. So you can get a violin absolutely anywhere. I've got recommendations on which violins to get. I've done a lot of reviews from the Fiddlerman violins. I know I go on about them all the time, but out of all the violins and all the brands that I have reviewed, the Fiddlerman's violins are they're the only ones that are consistent. They're all just very, very good. And the thing I like about them is that they are at various different price levels as well, and the price generally reflects the quality of the violin and what you're going to get for the violin as well. So the whole process with him has been thought out, unlike other brands where I kind of feel like they're all pretty similar and a lot of the price points don't justify the kind of the jump in what they say they're offering on the violin. So you might get a violin that's £100, the next one up that's £100 more expensive, or $100 more expensive, but it doesn't match the $100 difference, if that kind of makes sense. So his violins are very, very good. So, you know, I can wholeheartedly, happily put my name to any of his violins. So I'll link the playlist below so you can have a look at all the violin reviews and make your decisions based on that. So that's the first thing that you need, number 1. The second thing that you'll need, obviously, to go with that is going to be a bow. So these are kind of the 3, which I'll go into in a second. The 3 main things that you'll need: a violin, obviously a bow. When you buy a violin outfit, you'll get the violin, the bow and the case, and a few other bits and bobs as well. So you're only going to be getting a violin on its own if you're buying something slightly more expensive where they don't come as an outfit. But suffice to say that if you're choosing a violin as a beginner, you're going to be choosing an outfit. So you'll need a violin, you'll need a bow. The third most important thing that you will need to get going or not is then a violin course. Now, I happen to have a violin course right next to me. I know a lot of you know that I already have this. I have a 1 to 30 violin course that I've had for quite a few years now. And a lot of you watching this probably know that I already have that anyway. But those of you that don't know, in all seriousness, I have a 1 to 30 violin course, which is sitting here next to me. It's 30 lessons, and my course 100% guarantees to take you from a complete beginner. You don't know anything about anything. You've never even picked up a violin in your life. You don't know anything about music. It will take you from that to a very decent, accomplished intermediate player, and my course 100% guarantees that, obviously if you follow all the course and everything. So the videos are all available to watch here on YouTube, so you can watch the videos so that you can see my teaching style, you can see what I'm like, you can see if you get on with the way kind of, you know, I interact, and see if that gels with you. And then you purchase the book series that go along with the video. So you can't use the videos without the book series. So even if you went to a local teacher, for example, you would still need some kind of system to go through. A teacher doesn't just teach you things off the top of their head. They will be using some sort of book system or whatever it is that they use to teach their students from. So the benefit with mine is that it is completely online. So there are no physical books for me to ship out to you. These are just books that I've just printed at home and I've just bound them together. But they're not physical books. They're 100% downloadable books. So the second you pay for the course, minutes later you can literally be downloading them all from the internet, and then it's up to you if you want to view them on your tablet, your laptop, phone, whatever, or print them out on a printer at home, or you can take it to a local printers and print out. It's completely up to you. But it's a really good series. The other benefit is that the first 10 lessons are absolutely free. So the first 10 lessons actually teach you quite a bit to get you off and going. And all the resources are all linked underneath those videos where appropriate. So it's all completely free just to get you started. And then after that, you follow the book series. You'll be doing a lot of technical stuff, a lot of scales. There's a little bit of theory in there as well that kind of goes hand in hand with it. But suffice to say that at the end of the course, if you follow it as you should do, you will be guaranteed to be a pretty decent intermediate player, that you will be able to play more or less anything, any music that you like. You won't really have any restrictions. So the violin, the bow, and some sort of book course. Alternatively, a local teacher. But I know a lot of you that are here on YouTube and watching my videos and my channel for that reason, is that you don't want a physical teacher, too expensive, can't get to them, don't really want to commit to the weekly lessons. Perhaps your shift patterns when you work are not that great. You don't really want the physical interaction with someone. You don't want to have the restrictions of having to practice that religiously to a certain standard, or whatever it is that person is getting you to teach. Perhaps you don't really want to be constricted or restricted in that kind of way. So this is where some sort of online course is really good. But suffice to say, you will need a violin, a bow, and a teacher / sort of online book series. So they are the top 3 things that you will need to get yourself going immediately. The next 3 are Rosin. So something like this, I'll put a link to this. This is the one I use, Sartori Rosin. So you'll need a rosin to rosin your bow with, otherwise the bow won't work. However, I say rosin, a rosin will come in the outfit when you buy it. So when you buy your violin, it will come with a violin, a bow, a case. You'll get some rosin in there, a strap, a shoulder rest, maybe a few little bits and bobs, depending on where you're getting it from. The Fiddlerman violin does provide all of these things as well. But if not, where maybe you've got a violin second hand, or you've got it from a charity shop, goodness knows where, you will definitely need some rosin. So maybe the rosin should probably go in the first 3, but I've left it out really, as those are the 3, the violin, the bow, and the course are the 3 main things that you absolutely need. You can upgrade to a better rosin if you want to, but generically speaking, a rosin is what you need. The 5th thing would be a violin case. So again, if you've already bought an outfit as per number 1 and number 2, then that doesn't really apply. But some of you may have inherited a violin, it's just been sitting around somewhere, or you've just randomly found it on the shelf in a charity shop, that kind of thing. So having a case isn't kind of something that's going to stop you playing immediately, but you do need somewhere to put the violin and to keep it nice and everything. So number 5 would be a case. Number 6 would be a music stand. So it is quite important to have a music stand. I hear all sorts of stories, my own students when I found out, and then just people commenting over the internet and everything. You should have a music stand. I've got a music stand in front of me actually that I use to put my notes on when I make these videos, so I can stay on topic and I know exactly what I want to talk to you guys about. But you should have a music stand, because for me, the music stand, I have my notebook on here at the moment, but the music stand, I can angle it so it is head height for me. So this would be perfect if I had sheet music on this music stand. If I was standing up to make this video, then I would make this I would make this music stand taller or shorter as appropriate, but you don't really want to have your music just, you know, sitting around somewhere. So you certainly don't want to be sitting on the floor with your legs crossed. You don't want to be standing up and the music's all the way down there, so then you're having to play this way. So you really do need a music stand, and they are really not very expensive. But once you have purchased that, a music stand is just a one-time kind of purchase. You don't really need another one. If you buy a really cheap music stand, then, you know, they maybe not stand the test of time. They can sort of be a little bit wobbly, but, you know, a music stand is a music stand, so as long as you've got something, that's fine. And then the last kind of 3, 7, 8, 9, I haven't really kind of included them in the title of this video when I've said 6 things that you need to play the violin, but number 7 would be determination, number 8 would be effort, and number 9 would be time. So those really are the only other 3 things that you need. They're not physical things, but you do need determination, you do need effort, and you do need time. You've got to put in that time, you've got to put that effort in, otherwise you're not going to get anything out. You'll only get out what you put in, put nothing in, get nothing out, and then you just need that determination to tie all that together and, you know, get to where you want to go. So that's kind of it really. I just wanted to make a really kind of quick 10-minute video on just the 6 things that you need to play, maybe 9 things, but 6 physical things that you really do need to instantly get yourself going with the violin. So you should have yourself a little checklist right there that you can kind of tick off, and all the things that you need to get. But definitely a violin, a bow, and you will need some sort of music course, probably an online music course if you're here watching this, because it's going to be quite convenient and available to everybody all over the world. Or alternatively, a physical teacher. It's, you know, that's your choice. That's completely up to you. But I will list those in the description bar underneath, along with the link where you can purchase my my 1 to 30 violin course from, which you can purchase and download safely from my online shop. I'll put some more information on that course and the links to where you can get that as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.